So what's my big dream? And I do really dream big. I love the beach, love the sand. Those aren't my writings, but they would be. My big dream is to eradicate dis-ease. Dis-ease, lack of ease. That's all it is. We've taken the ease out of our body. We've taken the ease out of life. So my big dream is to eradicate dis-ease. So what do we wish for? I like to think our bodies are like a swimming pool. We want a perfectly clean, pristine swimming pool. Everything about it is beautiful, it's perfect. We probably start that way. Most of the time we are that way. And then we start to inject a whole bunch of little things. The swimming pool, when it takes the first leaf, somebody throws in a little bit of chemical. It's fine, it's balanced, it can process it, it can handle it. And then one day, you throw in one too many leaves. And this is what you get. Your swimming pool doesn't look quite the same anymore. It's not quite so blue. That didn't happen overnight. That didn't just start at 6 o'clock in the morning and your pool turned green. It's been turning green for a long time, but it didn't show you. There's people, we've talked today about the food that we eat, the environment that we live in, the stress that we put ourselves under, the thoughts and the beliefs. And that's, I hesitated when I was putting the presentation together because I could go for hours and hours and hours on thoughts and beliefs and how that contributes. I'm going to state this. My personal belief is our thoughts and our beliefs have far more impact on our health than what we eat, than our environment, and so on. Possibly controversial, it's what I believe. If we spend our life, my mother got sick, my mother got cancer, my grandmother got cancer, I'm going to get cancer. What do you think?
You're going to get cancer.
You're probably going to get cancer. You think you are, and if you keep saying it, you are. That's what I'm talking about with thoughts and beliefs. Or the alternative. It doesn't apply to me. And I think we've talked about many of these, and I don't know how many I'll go into detail. Food, we've talked a lot about. Exercise, whatever you can do. Sleep. The meditation, we did talk about the meditation, and there's so many different types. I do want to tell a very small story. One of my things is, I would love this to be my life. I run an IT business. It's not as much fun as it was anymore. It may well be sucking the life out of me. It's a possibility that that's the case. I'd love to be doing this and telling my story and trying to make a difference. Well, I don't know what that means. I don't know how to make money at that. I don't know what the story is. So I read a blog by somebody and they said, well, why don't you just ask for answers? Well, where am I going to get the answers? Well, they're inside you. Okay, that's great. I'll get the magnifying glass. I'll just shine it in and I'll figure out exactly where they are. Well, I didn't know where they were. So what I did is sat down, I started meditating, and this was a meditate with purpose. Get an answer, get an answer. I'm going to get an answer. You know what the answer I got is? We don't talk to you that way. We're not giving you the answer that way. Go sit at your computer and write. Just write. Don't worry about what you're going to write. Just start writing. I sat and I wrote. I've been going through ideas of saying, well, I'm going to set up an e-course. I'm going to set up things that people can buy online. It's all me. It's all about me. What I got is, why the hell are you thinking it's all about you? You keep telling me, everybody, it's all about community. You want to be part of a community. You want to make this a much bigger thing. Go introduce yourself to the community. Well, I didn't know that. The answer was there, and it came out just through that type of writing. So that is a form of meditation as well. It's also a form of journaling. Writing down your thoughts. To say, you meditated today. You didn't realize it, but you meditated today. You know, you've seen drumming. What happened with drumming? Was there something that made you a little more in tune with your body today? Was there, what? And what was the other one? It's, I was talking to somebody at lunch. Oh yes, we've had such a great lecture on diet. And then we go, and there's something there that we're just not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
So we take it, and it's like, oh yeah. We what? I'm beating myself up? I haven't done that enough already? How about, here's how I used to eat. Today I consciously recognized that I shouldn't have eaten that. It was the only thing that was there. I ate it because that was my choice. and I can go back and I can keep improving. Well, isn't that a lot better than dumbass? You have that choice. Don't beat yourself up when you make a bad choice. I told Terry when I first met her, I said, I will do anything you want, just don't tell me I have to stop drinking. Now, that may sound, your mind goes 1,000 miles. He's an alcoholic. He said, no, I enjoy my beer. She laughed at me. She said, okay, this would be a fun one to work with. So I go on the drugs. I'm totally off the booze for 1.5 years, not a sip. The thing was, though, the disease was controlling my life. So I said, there's got to be a better way. I'll have a beer. I'll have a glass of wine. Red wine doesn't seem to work that well with RA, so I don't think I'll have any more red wine. But I don't beat myself up for it anymore either, because that, I almost jumped ahead too far. So that's important. Emote, I talked about emote. Passion. Have passion for something. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're an artist, start drawing. Don't say, wish I'd have been the guy who have started drawing, or I wish I'd have done something. You can draw now. I was at another session just a week or so ago, and this lady was sitting there, she had this, and other lady looked at her and said, I think you're going to be an artist. She went home, she pulled flowers out of the garden, and started putting them on paper. And she came back, for everybody in the class, she had a drawing, and she had words written on the back. And they were unbelievably beautiful. She'd never done it before. She'd never done anything with flowers before, and she came back with something like that. Really? Well, the gift is there. Find it. Use it. Pick your healthcare team. I believe, I hate to say this, there is a combination of Western and Eastern. I'm very much an Eastern guy. I'm health, I'm mind, I'm naturopath, I'm a massage therapist. There's times where I just can't do it, and I'll take my Advil, or I'm on a low-dose prednisone right now. I'm going to get off of that. I know I am, but I don't have that ability at this time, but I will. Community. Some people have talked today about the concept of being part of a community. If you're home, just being able to sit here and see that there are other people in the same position as you, probably uplifted you in and of itself. Do try to get involved in the communities that are trying to move forward. I see so many people on Facebook and Twitter, it's like the RA sucks.
MS
It's like, you know what? You have your community. I want to go find one that wants to figure out something else and move forward. When we're in balance, that's what our swimming pool looks like. We may all have a different definition of what our swimming pool is going to look like based on where we are right now, but we can always strive for a little bit more balanced swimming pool and keep moving in that direction. So my big dream, eradicate disease, change the world. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? So what are the calls to action? Create an accomplishments list. I got this one time. It's like, well, do it. Don't just think it. Write it down. Write down that I did this in baseball. I did this in ballet. I did this in business. Do it, because the act of doing it makes you realize that you have accomplished things in the past. And there's no reason. You didn't know you were going to accomplish them when you did. So why do you think you're going to be able to accomplish the other ones in the future? But it gives you that sense of you can. Create a gratitude list. Who's the first one on the gratitude list?
Yourself.
Create a forgiveness list. Who's the first one on the forgiveness list? Create a limiting beliefs list. I went through a bunch. We all know those. You've got your own. But write the affirmation beside it. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am lovable. Do what you love what you do. And step into your greatness. Can you live a better life now? Can you fulfill all your dreams? Have you got your wake-up call? There's your comfort zone, and there's where the magic happens. Get outside of your comfort zone. Do something you've never done before. A little bit more about some of my blogs, so this is all in the package as well. Good luck, good success, step into your own greatness.